haven't seen my parents in a while. They're getting older. I'm not getting any younger. And I should go and see how they're doing. Just go visit them. Because I really miss them a lot. Maybe I should go buy a plane ticket right now. Maybe surprise them? How much do flights cost right now? Maybe I should check. Okay, here are some flights popping up. There's some for Flair, Porter, WestJet, Air Canada. Pretty sure this doesn't include taxes and everything, so it's going to cost a lot more. And I don't know how long I'm going to stay there. So do I need to pay for an extra bag? Does that include the carry-on as well for some of these flights? I think there's a difference between WestJet and Air Canada, but I can't remember. And then how much is that going to be? Maybe I'll be able to stay with my parents, but if I don't, then I'll have to get a hotel. And then how much is that going to cost? Okay, let me search online and see what people are saying about booking flights. Okay, do I really want to be doing this right now? Do I really want to be checking all of these comments and seeing what people are saying? Are these comments that I can trust? Are these even correct? Is this even going to work out for me? Is this relevant for what I need right now? Okay, let's look at this Air Canada flight. Now, Google says $293 for a round trip. Now, is that going to be exactly the same if I go to the Air Canada website? Is this flight going to be still available? Okay, before I even go there, how much money am I going to need? Okay, is it because it's not actually going to be $293? And how long am I going to stay there again? 4, 5, 6 days? Maybe longer? How much can I afford? And then where am I going to stay? If I stay at a hotel, that's going to be, I don't know, anywhere between, I think, $100 and $200 a night, depending on the hotel. And then how much is rideshare going to be if I'm going to be going back and forth between hotel and my parents' place? Can I just stay with my parents? Do they have room? And do I have enough time to take off work? What's my work schedule like? What meetings do I have during the week that I'm going to be away in Calgary? Are there any projects that I still have left on the table? Or that I can wait until I come back? Who can I hand some of the work off to? Can they even take on the responsibility? What am I supposed to do? Okay, deep breath. I feel stressed. I don't really want to be doing this right now. It's a little bit stressful. Let me try to do something else to just switch gears. Put my mind on something else. Maybe something else that's a little less stressful. I got it. This is what I'm going to work on. So I do like to exercise, and there are some supplements that I take. Why don't I take a look at that again and see what I can do to enhance the supplements that I do take? Maybe I need to change some dosages around, or maybe incorporate even new supplements into my supplement stack. NAC. I think that's good for the liver. 600 milligrams. I think that's the right dose for me. Oh, and I have to remember, I can't take this for more than 4 to 6 weeks at a time. So I'll have to put that in my calendar. So what do we have here? Vitamin D3. Okay, each tablet contains 25 micrograms per 1,000 IUs. Okay, I'm gonna up my dosage to 3 of those a day. Hopefully that's gonna be enough, even though the recommended dietary allowance is 1. Next, magnesium biglycinate. This is new. I've been just taking elemental magnesium for the last little while. I'm gonna try using these instead, but I'm not quite sure what the dosage needs to be. I have 200 milligrams here, but is that enough? And then what about my vitamin C? There's no limit for that, right? And then what about omega-3? I want to be taking omega-3s because they're good for the brain. So these are the EPA and DHA allotments. But is this too much or is this enough? What do those mean again? I think I'm going to have to double check. And what about elemental magnesium? Should I be taking that instead? When should I be taking these? Should I be taking these in the morning? I also work out too. Is it better if I take it after I work out? Is it better for absorption? Or should I be taking these on an empty stomach? And while we're at it, I live in a big city at my finances on that a couple years ago, and I don't know maybe I should change my workout again. So I feel kind of alone. I work out 5 days a week. I don't know where to start. And then how much is rent? Should I could I be putting more? Maybe I should focus. Is that going to be a good way to find other investments accounts? What about getting a community and try to take? How much is that going to cost? What are interest rates motivated enough? Maybe volunteer training idea, rent a condo or a house. Find new people that way. How much is the mortgage? What are we going to focus on while we're training? And what about starting with? Can I figure this out? Okay, let me just look at ChatGPT here and let me just ask it a programming question. Now I know that ChatGPT is pretty useful for things like programming, but I wonder if it can do anything else. I mean, what have I got to lose here? Okay, let's see what we got here. Thought partner, not just a search engine. Okay. Personalized learning, or something new. Creative brainstorming and content support. What does that mean? Productivity. Wait, emotional and mental clarity. Okay. So, could I actually build something with some of these things with ChatGPT? And how could I do it? Seems kind of complicated. Okay, let's try something here. I'm going to ask ChatGPT about booking a flight, but also I'm going to ask about how I feel about it, and I'm going to try to give it some more details, just to be a little bit more specific. Okay, ChatGPT wants to break it up into 3 buckets. Emotional truth. Okay, I understand that ChatGPT is now giving me an answer regarding my emotions. That could be pretty helpful. Tactical reality check. I wonder if I can be even more specific with what funds I have available, that it can give me an even better answer. Okay, creative scheduling options. Now, there are days that I just don't want to work at all. And I think that's fair, of course, because I'll be away on vacation. Maybe I can be more specific about that, and then ChatGPT can give me a more specific response. And then wait a minute. Now ChatGPT is telling me to inner reframe. So this is actually surprising to me because I didn't expect ChatGPT to kind of give me sort of a mental shift in how I could be reframing this in my mind. I thought ChatGPT was only good for like spreadsheets and coding. Now let's see what else ChatGPT can do. So I'm going to ask it a question about vitamin D and NAC. What about trusted supplement brands? Can ChatGPT tell me about those as well? Now, obviously, I can't just take these things as face value. I've heard that ChatGPT can tell you things that are just completely off base or not correct. So I'll have to double check this. But just based on some of the things that I'm seeing, it seems pretty accurate. So I wonder what else I could ask ChatGPT. How complex can my prompt be for ChatGPT? How long can it be? What if I want to include exercise and supplementation in the same prompt? Is that too complex? Can ChatGPT handle that? Now, what if I come back a week from now, a month from now, and I want to track my supplement intake and my exercising? Is ChatGPT going to know about that? What about my finances? Can it help me make a plan for that? Or what about this? Can I combine my finances and my health into the same prompt? And can ChatGPT give me a solution around all of that? Would that even be possible? Could there even be a way for ChatGPT to include my nervous system in this? Like my sleep, my stress, my anxiety? Can it incorporate all of these things at once? And include things like how my budget can be stressing me out, therefore I can't make purchases for something, which is something that is a problem that I'm having at an emotional level. Maybe that's affecting how I build relationships with people. And maybe in some way it's all connected. But that's just too weird, right? Who could even come up with a system like this?